Hi, I'm Leo and welcome to my YouTube channel Scodemy. This is my second video on HTML5, and in this video I want to talk about the HTML structure, starting with the HTML elements. Now, a HTML element is a line of code with an opening and a closing tag. Now, what is a markup tag? A markup tag is a keyword enclosed in an angle bracket. You could see the keyword here is h1, meaning heading 1. Now, the tag helps your browser to display your text correctly, and it also tells your browser the function of the text. Now your browser seeing h1 knows this to be heading 1. This is the body, this is the head. Now this is the opening tag and this is the closing tag. Now you notice the closing tag has a forward slash while the opening tag does not have a forward slash. Now basically not every HTML element has an opening and a closing tag. Some HTML elements, they carry just the opening tag, so you take note of this when you are coding. For example, the meta or character type does not have a closing tag. The image element does not have a closing tag. Now I'm sure you're wondering, what are these things? Now when you're writing your code, the first thing or the first line of code is the document type or the doc type declaration. Now the doc type declaration helps your browser to display your web page correctly, and to do so it has to know the type of the document, and in this case it is HTML. Now you have your HTML tag because all the code will be writing will be nested in the HTML element. Now this is the language attribute and it's set to English because I speak English. Now this is the head element. Now basically when you go to your website, there are two parts. Now everything you see from this place downward is the body. Basically this is what you see when you go to your browser, but the information here in the head element is not displayed in your browser, although your browser needs this to display your web page correctly. But the only element from the head element that is displayed on your browser is the title. You could see this is my first website, and when I go to the web page you would see my first website. So the next one, this is the body. Now before I proceed, there is something I want to talk about, and it's called nesting. Now when you watch closely you would see this is the HTML opening tag and this is the HTML closing tag. This is the heads opening tag and this is the closing tag, and this title is placed between the opening and the closing tag of the head. Now this is what we call a nested element. Now let's say the head is the parent. Now this title is the child. So nesting or a nested element is an element that is placed between between another opening and a closing tag. Now the body element and the head element, they are placed between the HTML element, so they are nested in the HTML elements. So nesting or a nested element is something we're going to be using frequently as we code, so I thought I should explain that. Now when you look at the heading 1 element, you could see I have H1, H2, H3, H4 down to H6. Now basically the H1 element is the biggest, so as we go down, the size of the heading reduces. Now this is what I mean. You could see this is a heading, this is the biggest, and this is the smallest. Alright guys, that's that for today. If you enjoyed this video or you want me to continue to post here, please subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks and have a wonderful day.